And welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Stocks. Welcome back. Let's talk about Palantir, shall we? Because today it went ballistic. It went crazy. Anyways, can I please ask you guys to drop a like on this video as well as press that amazing subscribe button? It does go a long way in supporting the channel. And I do thank every single one of you guys of the 784 subscribers that I do have. But let's go ahead and start talking about Palantir, shall we? If we look over here, currently going for $30.15. It is incredibly high today. It had a huge explosion. It started at $24.44, as you can see right here. And then it went all the way up for 23.77%. It's just crazy. Obviously, there is news onto why this happened, and we're gonna get into it in a little bit. Obviously, I don't want to make this video too long, so if we look over here, November 25th, 2020, this was going for $29.05. I mean, it wasn't the highest it's ever been. I think the highest was $33.50. But if you look at it, we're at $30.10 right now. That is a huge explosion from the last pullback that it had of 28%. And for the whole entire 1 month period, we could see right here that it's up 106.71%. So if you did get into this company when it was going for around $15, congratulations, you probably got a lot of gains. But why did Palantir rise so much? And we'll look at it. Obviously, Palantir is a technology. It's a public software company that specializes in big data and analytics. It has a program called Gotham, and it could, predetermine the crimes and stuff like that. Don't quote me on that. But it has quite of other projects that it has that also works with government. And we all, obviously we all know that if a company works with the government, it is going to have a high price range. Now, shares of Palantir jumped today. If we zoom in a little bit, shares jumped as much as 17% Monday after Bloomberg reported that the company won a 3-year contract with the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. We're going to get into a little bit of details in a little bit onto what that means. This deal is worth $44.4 million and will focus on powering drug reviews and inspections, according to the report. That is exceptional. We all know that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is a huge administration, and they deal with literally a lot of stuff. And it's incredible that Palantir has won that year, that contract. That's why, a little bit, not a little bit, but 17%. It increased 17% today. Government work. Look at this. Government work makes up more than half of Palantir's revenue, bringing in $163 million in the latest quarter. $163 million in one quarter. That is exceptional. Now, we jump over here on this side. Palantir software to help the agency conduct drug reviews. This software will... We'll zoom in again. This software will help the FDA with drug approvals, including potential COVID-19 treatment. We all know right now, the thing that most people talk about right now is COVID-19, especially with Pfizer and Moderna coming up with the vaccines and hopefully getting it to people as soon as this month. That is something to really think about since Palantir is getting in the game. Palantir CEO, this is another reason why the stock jumped a little bit. Palantir CEO Alex Karp also joined Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis on a teleconference to discuss Palantir's partnership with Greece to support COVID-19 response efforts. Since the start of the pandemic, Palantir has worked with the Greek government to help guide decisions on how to best deal with the crisis. You have an entire country going to Palantir, asking them for guidance. What, like, this just screams at you potential humongous gains. Not getting into too much of the detail, this still screams at you humongous gains. Now we go on and to see what this actually means with the Drug Administration. Power drug reviews and inspections further expanding the company's government business as it hustles to hit a raised revenue target for 2020. They keep increasing the revenue target of 2020 and they keep hitting the target. The 3-year deal is worth $44.4 million and will allow the FDA Center of Drug Evaluation and Research and the Oncology Center of Excellence to use Palantir software to integrate and analyze data. You know how much data is needed? Not needed, but how much data is being evaluated in general? And you have one of the biggest administrations in the US going and using Palantir software. This only means that more and more administrations or more and more countries will start using Palantir's software. It is huge news for everyone who is and has Palantir in their portfolio. The software will help the agency approve drugs, including possible COVID-19 treatments, and monitor the safety of items like hand sanitizer. Everyone's using hand sanitizer right now. So it is huge that we understand how and how Palantir is getting these contracts and how much they are making with these contracts. Government work, which Palantir undertakes globally, globally, now makes up more than half of its total revenue. Okay, that's half of the total revenue. The company was awarded $21 million in contracts in late April with the U.S. Health and Human Services Department. $21 million in contracts in April alone. Like, isn't that freaking wild? Now, not gonna get too into the crazy details because I don't want to make this video too long, but I believe Palantir is one of the best, not one of the best, but one of the stocks that I am really banking on because I believe in this company in the long term. When you do invest in a company, you have to honestly believe in what they do and what they are. Because if you don't believe in them and you don't really know what they do, then it's easier for you to lose a lot of money. Okay, so keep that in mind. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do not take my words as advice. Go consult your financial advisor. Go ask them if Palantir is something good for you guys to join in. But as of right now, if I'm your friend, I'm telling you, this is something you should jump into. I believe Palantir is going to triple, within the next 2 years, 3 years, and that is humongous gains, not just for me, but for you. Now, I do want to tell you guys one thing. This does have quite a bit of volatility because there has been a little bit of pullback, as you can see right here. That is 22.6% pullback, and that's when a couple big companies were saying, that it's overpriced, it's overvalued, so therefore it is going to have a huge impact in this company. So be careful when that happens. Don't get scared. A lot of people have FOMO and they start selling like crazy with that panic sell. Don't do that. Believe in the company. If you want to see a little bit of correction, maybe wait a little bit. I'm not saying that there will be, but just in case there is, you could totally join in the company and keep having more and more gains, etc., etc. All right. So be careful with a lot of people having a short squeeze, but do join this company because it is great for the long run. All right, so that was today's video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Don't forget to drop a like on this video as well as press that amazing subscribe button. It does go a long way in supporting the channel. And thank you to the all 784 subscribers that I do have. You guys are freaking amazing. Keep commenting down below if you want me to talk about something else or you just have a question and I will answer. All right, so I will be back on Coffee and Stocks.